Hello, Earthling! The mangrove is a place where amazing animals and plants live on land or in shallow or deep water. Take pictures of the things that live in the mangroves of Belize. Some animals spend time in both the land and water portions of mangrove forests. Find 3 animals that spend time on land and water. Press the spacebar on your keyboard to start exploring. Use your keyboard's arrows to move around. Press the spacebar to take a picture. You got 2! The American crocodile hunts on land and in the water. Adult dragonflies live on land, but their babies live underwater. Find 1 more. Awesome photo! Mangrove tree crabs live in trees by breathing through water they have on their bodies. Great job! Here's your score! Press the spacebar to here's your next mission. Mangrove trees have adaptations to life in this salty water and produce seeds that float. Find 3 trees that grow in the mangrove. You got 2! Buttonwood mangrove trees help protect the shoreline from erosion. Red mangroves grow out in the water with roots that grow above ground. Find 1 more. Nice photo! Black mangrove roots can survive submerged in salty water. Great job! Here's your score! Press the spacebar to here's your next mission. Animals that are eaten by other animals are called prey. Some of these animals, like baby fish, hide from their predators in the underwater roots of mangrove trees. Find 3 different types of prey. Get closer! Uh-oh! Keep trying. Find 3 different types of prey. You got 2! Baby gray snappers find protection in the mangrove roots. Baby tarpon fish hide in the mangrove roots. Find 1 more. Awesome! Baby Goliath groupers sometimes gather with other small fish for protection. Great job! Here's your score! Press the spacebar to get your here's a speed round. Find and photograph as many as you can before time runs out. Upside-down jellyfish spend their lives with their tentacles facing upward to the sun. They can make their own food using water, oxygen, and sunlight. Plants do this too. Find as many upside-down jellyfish as you can. Get closer! Wow, you found a lot! Press the spacebar to get here's your next mission. Many animals are able to fly. This lets them find food or migrate. That's when they travel great distances to escape hot summers or cold winters. Find 3 animals that can fly. Uh-oh! Keep trying. That's a double! The little blue heron flies to where its food is. All mosquitoes fly to feed on nectar, and many females drink the blood of animals. Find 1 more. Terrific photo! The mangrove warbler flies to find the insects that make up its diet. Great job! Here's your score! Press the spacebar to here's your next mission. Mangrove forests are full of flowering plants that grow both on land, getting food from the soil, and up in the trees, getting food from the air. Find 3 plants that flower. Too far! Awesome photo! The cowhorn orchid's roots grow around outsides of trees and absorb water from the air. Find 2 more. Awesome! The bromeliad is a flowering plant that lives on a tree and gets its water from the air. Find 1 more. You have that already. Find 3 plants that flower. Good photo! Knobby brassavola orchids' roots grow on decaying trees and absorb nutrients from them. Great job! Here's your score! Press the spacebar to get... Here's your next mission. The ocean around the mangrove forest is full of food, and so many kinds of sea creatures can live there. Find 3 animals that live in the ocean. More than 2! Parrotfish love these mangrove waters. There's so much to eat. The West Indian manatee is a large sea mammal that eats only plants. Prawns are similar to shrimp. They eat plants, small shellfish, and worms. Great job! Here's your score. Press the spacebar to get your next... Here's a speed round. Find and photograph as many as you can before time runs out. Tarpons are large fish, sometimes getting up to 280 pounds. They are carnivorous and can eat their prey whole. Find as many tarpons as you can. Wow, you found a lot! Press the spacebar to get your... Here's your next mission. Mangrove forests provide many places for animals to live and find food. In the roots underwater, on the ground, and in the trees. Find 3 animals that live on land in the forest. Awesome! Mangrove tree crabs eat dead leaves from the forest floor. Find 2 more. Good photo! Anole lizards hunt for insects on land. Find 1 more. Nice photo! Coatis use their sharp claws to dig for food on the ground. Great job! Here's your score. Press the spacebar to get your... Here's your next mission. Many animals are brightly colored, and many are poisonous, and sometimes those 2 things go together to act as a warning to animals who might eat it or attack it. Find 3 colorful animals that are toxic to humans. Terrific photo! The blue tang is poisonous to humans if eaten. Find 2 more. That's a double! The upside-down jellyfish can sting people who swim too close. The rainbow parrotfish can hurt people who are bitten by it or who eat it. Great job! Here's your score. Press the spacebar to get your... Here's your next mission. Predators are animals that eat other animals. When a predator is camouflaged, it is hidden so it can sneak up on its prey without being seen. Find 3 animals that use camouflage for hunting. Good photo! The gray snapper can be hard to see against the sand and rocks. Find 2 more. Nice photo! The Goliath grouper has dark stripes to blend in with the shadows. Find 1 more. You have that already. Find 1. You have that already. Find 3 animals that use camouflage for hunting. Oops! Keep going. You ran out of photos. Press the spacebar to try again.